Christmas of 1979 was a difficult Christmas. It was my favorite time of year, but unfortunately, your dad had gotten involved in some illegal activities and was placed in the Bismarck Penitentiary. As a result, we lost our trailer home and had to move into low-income housing in Grand Forks, 826 4th Avenue South. So we ended up going to Bismarck that Christmas of '79 to visit your dad in prison. We ended up staying in a really cheap motel because that's all I could afford, bringing our Christmas gifts with us. We weren't allowed to bring any of those gifts into the prison. You weren't allowed to bring anything in. So it was you 3 kids and I in that hotel, eating takeout Chinese food, the only thing we could get on Christmas Eve. After we were done eating, you kids began opening your gifts, while I sat on the edge of the bed and cried. There I was, feeling all alone with 3 kids, eating Chinese food in a motel, and a husband in prison. It was truly awful. You had been given a small, wind-up toy robot that you wanted to show your father. When you brought it the next day, the corrections officer at the gate said that he would have to take it apart to inspect its insides, and most surely it would be broken in the process. You were heartbroken that you were unable to show your dad that toy robot. Once we cleared security, we met your dad in a wide open room filled with metal picnic tables and men with their families. All the men wearing orange prison uniforms. Once, after a brief visit with your father at the prison, we returned to the motel, and you threw up in the bathroom after eating a mushroom and Swiss burger from Hardee's. It was a really dingy hotel. I remember once going to visit your dad down the highway with you kids in the back, with my friend Denise Inger and her son. She would ride along with us to visit her husband, who was also in prison for punching a police officer. We got a flat tire and had to pull over. We were just outside of Tappan, North Dakota, and I didn't think things could get any worse. And when we got out of the car, we discovered that we had 2 flat front tires. And while standing outside the car looking at those flat tires, I swear I heard these words coming over the radio, still playing in the car. The hungry vein of addiction, bars cannot still. The rhythm of a needle will dissolve a chalky pill. It's sad when the penitentiary knows your name. It's even sadder when they know your children's names. 30-some years later, I still don't know whether I actually heard those words or if I had just imagined them.